Pero grabe talaga yung Diyos. He will really put you in a situation na wala ka na talagang kapit kagaya ng sinabi mo, sister. Walang kapit. 3 years ago, I experienced a betrayal in relationship. It was a relationship na tinreasure ko talaga. But in the end, I felt a deep pain. Yung pain na di ko talaga alam yung gagawin ko. Ganun.
Happy Easter pa rin, everyone! What's up, guys? Welcome back to Pages and Beats. I'm Sister Anna, and I'm here with...
At ako naman ay si Sister Santa. At alam nyo guys, first time ko dito, I'm not disposed but still, I'm very happy to be with you all here right now. Today, we're talking about being stuck in our past mistakes. Title pa lang, grabe, you are not your worst moment.
Yes, and honestly, this one hits close to home for a lot of us. And today, we've got a super inspiring guest. Ka-vibes natin! And young professional, CFC Singles for Christ mission volunteer, technical account manager, cafe manager, yes, boss po sis. Boss po siya. And a music lover. But more than all that, she's someone who's been through lows and found her way back to purpose and identity through faith. Guys, let's welcome Miss Diane Gagarino. Welcome, Miss Diane.
Hi Diane, welcome to Pages and Beats. Ready ka na ba?
Super ready, sisters. Thank you so much for inviting me today.
Welcome.
Welcome Diane.
Exciting.
Okay, let's go straight to it. No filter. Diane, can you share a moment when you felt like rock bottom ka talaga? Yung tipong wala ka ng kapit, wala ka ng clarity. What did that feel like?
Unang tanong pa lang, sister. Mabigat-bigat na.
Ganun talaga.
Ako po yung tipo ng tao na lagi akong may plano. Ako yung tipo ng tao na kahit na may masamang mangyari, I'm always confident that the Lord will provide for me. Pero grabe talaga yung Diyos. He will really put you in a situation na wala ka na talagang kapit kagaya ng sinabi mo, sister. Walang kapit. So, 3 years ago, I experienced a betrayal in relationship. It was really hard for me kasi ako yung tipo ng tao na friends ko lahat, ganun. Or, di ko talaga naisip na may aalis. Hindi ko naisip na may taong kayang gumawa ng masama sa akin. Sabihin man natin na it's very naive, pero yun talaga yung totoo. It was a relationship na tinreasure ko talaga. But in the end, I felt a deep pain. Yung pain na di ko talaga alam yung gagawin ko. Ganun. Yung pain na nanunuot sa buto. Yung ganun. It's a pain that you feel physically, emotionally, and mentally. And hindi ko prepared doon, sisters. It was an experience na hindi ako nakapaghanda. And it really put me closer to the Lord. Kasi wala akong ibang choice. Wala akong ibang option.
Wala kang ibang mapupuntahan.
Wala talaga.
Even
Even if I want to share it to my family, to my friends, but I'm afraid of what they will say. I'm afraid that they will also get hurt. And di ko rin alam, ano bang gagawin ko? Mag-gym ba ako? Mag-hiking ba ako? But none of that makes sense. So, it was a place na feeling ko in-isolate ako ni Lord. It's an experience na wala talaga. Sige Lord, kung ano na lang yung gusto mo. But in that scenario, sobrang dilim ng mundo ko. I tried to move pero para akong lumulutang. I tried to go to services pero wala doon yung sarili ko. I'm just doing this for the sake of it. Ganun
So
po
pero
yun.
mga ilang din, like months ba or years yung struggle na yun na parang wala ka.
Good
wala kang
question,
ginawa ka.
sister.
Wala ka.
Alam mo, grabe yun. I think it took me more than 1 year. I tried to look happy in front of people, pero the people who are close to me would really ask me, okay ka lang ba talaga? Pero ako, naiinis ako. Kasi nga, I'm putting up, I'm okay. Huwag niyo akong alalahanin. Pero, the Lord is really using people to, get through you. Sabi niya, matigas yung ulo mo, ha? Kakayanin mo ba yan talaga ng ikaw lang? And, that led me to a place na ang kaya ko lang gawin ay mag-surrender.
Pero balikan ko yung stories niya, Sister Ana. Dayan, grabe, sabi mo yung relationship, no? I think I feel yung betrayal. Grabe doon. Your betrayal. So, sabi mo 1 year mo lang yun, na-overcome mo na?
Siguro po, yun yung masasabi ko na naintindihan ko na kung bakit siya nangyari. Hindi pa lahat talaga fully, ganun.
Okay.
And to be honest, like, I think up to this day, meron pa rin akong dadalhin about that relationship. Pero, in that more than 1 year, it was a journey kung bakit ko ba yun naramdaman. Bakit ba, unworthy ba talaga ako of love? Ganun. Ang daming doubts, ang daming fears, ang daming anxiety. So, in that 1 year, it is just a gloomy place, ganun. Wala akong nakikitang sunlight.
Parang na-imagine ko nga yung sabi mo na di mo alam kung pupunta ka ba ng gym o
Hiking ba ako?
hiking, kahit ano na lang.
Kasi masakit yun eh.
Yes.
Super sakit yun. Kahit naman siguro ako, no? If I feel betrayed, hindi yun madali. So siguro ang iba, hindi natin alam kung paano nila yun gagawin. But ikaw, you channel.
Siguro kasi, sister, babalik ako dun sa, alam kong may purpose siya. Pero hindi ko talaga maintindihan bakit siya nangyari. Hindi ko maintindihan, bakit ko na-experience to, mabuting tao naman ako, nagsaserve ako, ganun. Siguro, nung time na yun, it is a mixed feeling of, yung trust ko nasira. Yung paniniwala ko of, ano ba talaga yung pagiging Kristiyano ay nasira din. And at the same time, ang pinaka-importante sa akin ay ang pakikitungo sa ibang tao. So, if a person can do that to me, then parang feeling ko nandun ako sa unsafe na mundo na kahit sinong tao kayang ipa-experience uli yun sa akin. Kaya, it's really that 1 year is a gloomy day. Pero, dahil nga sa madaming instrumentong binigay ng Diyos, unti-unti, yung gloomy day na yon, unti-unti, dumadaan yung araw.
Wow. Ang galing. Parang you can still see the light behind the darkness.
Tama, sister.
Kasi
Ganun na ganun.
sabi mo nga na, of course may nag-close na door. So, nung time na yun na nagpa-process ka, nag-ano ka sa sarili mo, anong gagawin mo, may mga doors din na nag-open. Oo, di ba? Oo, yung mga friends mo, ano ba yung mo, yung parang nung time na yun, yung mga friends mo naging, part na rin ng healing process mo, gano'n, ng journey mo.
Yeah. Actually, sister, yan? But, in that dark time, ang sabi ko nga sa inyo, ang sigurado lang ako na safe ako ay sa Diyos. So, ang ginawa ko po, kung yung iba nga nag-gym, yung iba nag-hiking, ako po, kumuha ng service. Because in my head, if I do good things, if I experience good things, matatabunan na yung bad thing. Ganon. So, kung saan-saan po akong service.
Ano yung mga service? Like,
Una po,
example
naalala ko po, it was, dumating pa yung time na Holy Week yun. So, isa lang po yung choir ko. Pero dahil ayokong mabakante. So, umattend pa ako sa isang choir. So, 2 choir yung sinamahan ko ng Holy Week. And then, I am doing a volunteer work sa mga public school students. So, mga elementary school yun. So, tinuturuan ko sila magbasa. So, that was really my service before. Pero, it was not enough. So, sabi ko, tita, meron pa po bang service na madadalhan niyo ko? And then, that led me to Kids for Christ. Yan. So, nagturo din ako sa mga, nagfa-facilitate po ako ng activities sa mga bata. And syempre, di pa tayo tapos. So sabi ko, meron pa po ba kayong maibibigay sa akin? And then, binigay nila ako sa isang area namin. So I'm a Singles for Christ. So meron isang area sa amin na kailangan nila ng music ministry. Ang music is really, one of the things that I'm passionate about. And I'm confident na okay, sige, kahit ano yan, kakayanin ko yan. Dinala niya ako doon. And alam niyo po ba, isa lang yung participant nila na dumating. Sobrang saya na ng mga service team. Tapos parang, anong klaseng joy yun? Anong klaseng, kasi kung ako yun, isa lang yung participant ko. If ako yung,
Isa lang.
isa lang, di ba? Parang, tuloy pa ba
Ano
natin
gagawin
to? Like, isa lang. Di ba po? And then, with all the resources, Lord, bakit isa lang? But, they showed a different expression. They are so happy that there is one person that showed up on a Sunday morning. Sabi ko, grabe, Lord. And because of that, I got curious. Ano kaya to? Ano kaya yung nararamdaman nilang saya?
So yun yung parang nag-shift yung life mo, yung journey mo, na na-realize mo na I'm not more, parang sinasabi mo na mas nakikita mo pa yung self-worth ba? Ganun. Oo. Guys, let's talk about self-worth naman. So marami nang na-share si Dayan. Pero ito yung parang clear na tanong, Dayan. Paano mo ba na-rebuild yung value mo beyond your mistakes?
Alam niyo po na alam natin yan lahat. Ang hirap magpatawad sa mga taong nakasakit sa'yo or nakagawa sa'yo ng masama. Pero na-realize ko na mas mahirap magpatawad ng sarili. It was a journey na sabi ko nga, grabe Lord, akala ko ako'y mapagpatawad na tao, pero hindi pala. Nakilala ko yung sarili ko na nagtatanim pala ako ng sama ng loob. Na sabi ko noon, I had a conversation with the Lord. I'll be honest po. Sabi ko, Lord, bakit ganun? Yung mga taong nakasakit sa'yo, sila pa yung mas masaya. Bakit ganun, Lord? Ang unfair. Sabi ko talaga.
Sila
Yung
pang
parang-
mas masaya. Sila pang nakasakit.
Bakit nakikita mo silang saya-saya, pero
Diba
sila
po?
yung nakasakit sa'yo, ta ikaw,
Ako
Ano,
yung,
nasa
diba?
lungkot na lungkot.
Totoo, lugmok na lugmok.
Oo.
Pero alam mo, sinagot niya ako doon. Sabi niya sa akin, anak ko rin sila. At gusto ko rin silang maging masaya at payapa. Sabi ko, grabe ka naman. Sabi ko, naalala ko po yung nasa Baclaran Church ako when I had that conversation with the Lord. Tapos sabi ko, oo nga no, kaya ka pala Diyos. Because you don't see us from our mistakes. And kung paano mo nakita yung tao na yun as your child, ganun. O nga no, sino ako para tignan siya the other way around? Ako nga gusto ko maging masaya eh. Paano pa kaya sila? And that's just how how mercy of God is. Na siguro yun yung natin eh. Yun yung isa sa step na kailangan natin to really know our worth. Because if the Lord can do that for us, ibig sabihin ganun niya tayo kamahal. And we have a lot of retreats po sa Singles for Christ. And there was one retreat that, speak to me. It was the Princess Diaries. Alam niyo po sabi doon na you are a daughter of Christ. Hence, you are a princess. Sabi ko, di ako naniniwala. Ganun.
princess. Yung
Princess. Paanong princess? Ganun.
Oo.
Pero alam niyo po,
Bakit ako hindi naging princess
Diba?
nung minahal ko?
Binigay ng buong buo.
diba? And yun, sister, yun na parang, my truest identity. Hindi ako teacher, hindi ako may-ari ng business, ang daming false identity. But the truest identity that we can cling on is that we are a child of Christ. We are sons and daughters of Christ. And kung paano yung mga magulang nila nagmamahal sa mga anak nila. 'Di ba? Sino bang magulang yung gustong mapahamak yung anak nila? Lahat ng magulang gusto yung best for their child. And that just give me a different perspective na hindi ako alagad ng Diyos. Hindi niya ako slave. But, anak niya ako. I'm His precious daughter. Sabi ko, wow, I'm a princess.
So, naging princess ka na.
You're
Yes.
special.
Princess. Kung hindi man princess doon sa nung past experience mo.
It
So,
was
kay
a
Lord,
princess na wala silang magagawa kundi princess ako. Ganun.
princess, may isang tanong pa ako. Paano mo ba napatawad yung sarili mo sa mga nagawa mong past mistakes?
Grabe, ang bigat ng tanong. It was the hardest journey that I had. But through God's mercy and grace, He made me realize that I am not my mistake. My mistakes are just, the battle scars na nagpapaganda sa journey ng tao. He made me realize that taking that mistake, hindi importante yung kinalabasan nun. Hindi importante yung nasaktan ka. But what's important is how did you get up from that? And it's really a reminder for us as well that kung paano natin kabilis patawarin yung mga nagkasala sa atin. Kung paano natin kabilis tanggapin yung sorry ng ibang tao sa atin. Tell that to ourselves. Dumating po ako sa punto na sinasabi ko po talaga yun physically. That, alam niyo po yung yung parang, yung
Embrace
butterfly
mo.
hug ba
Oo.
yan? When I'm alone, I'm really tapping myself. Good job, Dayan. You've gone through this day. Good job, Dayan. You've shared your gift. Good job, Dayan. Ganon. It's really physical for me. And it's also the same way for the other. For someone or for the people na nakasakit sa atin. Sobrang big changer po sa akin yung anak din yan ng Diyos. Gusto niya rin yan maging masaya. And that grace po ay hindi lang yun para sa taong pinapatawad mo, but it's also for you. Yung peace of mind, yung gaan ng pakiramdam, it's all like, bakit nga ba ako nagtanim ng gano'n na galit? It's all worth it.
That's powerful, princess. Guys, resurrection means your story can pivot. Your worst moment doesn't cancel your worth. You're still loved, princess, still capable, still growing.
Pause muna tayo sandali guys. Reflect with us. Ano yung lie na pinaniniwalaan mo about yourself dahil sa past mo? And how can you start seeing yourself the way God sees you?
Thank you, Sister Santa, for your points of reflection. And babalik tayo kay Dayan. Dayan, princess, when did you feel like you were alive again? Like your comeback actually started?
It was pretty recent, sisters. So I had my personal retreat. I experienced solitude. And grabe yung mensahe ng Diyos sa akin dun. It was a physical immersion where I carried my cross. The cross na, yung mga maliliit na bagay na nireklamo ko noon, yung mga bagay na dinahilan ko sa Diyos. Sabi ko, walang-wala pa pala yun. With the cross that Jesus has carried. And that put things to perspective sa sarili ko. That in everything that I do, there will always be suffering. Pero when I look at the cross, I am always reminded na parte to ng isang malaking storya. And for me, this is also a reminder that merong plano yung Diyos sa akin. I may experience all of that, but that is just part of the story. And ako din po personally, I'm still praying for that. I'm still waiting. I'm still in that path to my Easter. Pero the small wins that I have, the forgiveness, the love that I received from my fellow brothers and sisters, the love that I received from my family. And yung na-develop yung personal relationship ko sa Diyos is more than enough. It is my Easter to know Christ more and to build that relationship with Him.
Napakaganda ng sharing mo, and I really believe that your experience, the Lord is preparing you for something. He has the reason why He allows you to experience that way.
If you guys want to go deeper on identity, healing, and growth, we got you. Check out these reads from Pauline's Publishing House. Becoming Your Best Self. This is a daily meditation to see life through God's lens. And next, Holding On, Finding God in Depression for those dark, heavy seasons of our life. And the last one, God's Gift of Inner Peace. Rediscover quiet joy and God's presence. Super helpful for your healing journey.
And yes, part of our mission as Daughters of St. Paul is to share these resources available in all Pauline's media centers, online and Lazada.
Fun fact! Sister Santa is always on the go spreading God's word. But back to you, Diane. Real talk. How do we actually move forward?
Sisters, alam nyo, it may sound grand, pero it comes with the smallest things. So the simplest things, first po is prayer. It will really build that connection. Sabi nga, di ba, communication is important in every relationship. And our prayer is our personal communication with God. And sobrang nakatulong po sa akin yung journaling. It helps me find structure.
I remember yung journal na binigay ko sa'yo.
Yes, sister.
Kaya pala.
Nandun yun. And po yun, yung mga journals na yun, it is also a way of God speaking to you. Minsan, akala mo ay naglalagay ka lang ng iyong emotions, but really, the message of the Lord is there. So try journaling in Adoration Chapel. It's really a gift and a grace. And I encourage you, brothers and sisters, to really reach out to your friends, to your brothers and sisters, to any of the communities, because it will help you mentally, it will help you socially, because through that community and through that friends, sometimes and most of the time, God's grace will flow through that.
Simple but life-changing. Guys, what's one small step you can take today? Drop it in the comments. We wanna hear from you.
Okay, quick reflection, guys. What part of your past are you ready to release? Where is God calling you into new life? What's your next small step?
This episode is your reminder. Your past is not your final version. Resurrection means rising, growing, thriving.
Brothers and sisters, we may experience a lot of despair, discomfort in every day of our lives. And sometimes, di natin alam what is ahead. But know this, your personal experience is your way to your personal renewal. And in that renewal, you will be a witness of God's love. Not by hearsay, not by textbook, but actual living witness of God's love.
Amen to that, princess. Alam ko na grabe yung passion mo sa music. Ano kaya yung song na mag-i-echo ng life journey mo?
Isang song yung unang pumasok sa isip ko. Because in every mistakes, in every despair, pain, sabi nga, di ba, there will always be a rainbow after the rain.
Next.
So anong title ng ano?
Yung rainbow.
Rainbow.
Of
Rainbow.
Southport. Take a little time, baby.
See the butterflies' colors. Listen to the birds that were sent to sing for me and you. Can you feel me? This is such a wonderful place to be. Even if there's pain now, everything will be alright. For as long as the world still turns, there will be night and day. Can you hear me? There's a rainbow always after the rain.
Diane, thank you very much for that song. It was very inspiring and very meaningful. It touched my heart.
Praise God,
Thank you.
sister.
Thank you so much, Diane, for being so real with us.
And guys, remember, you are not your worst moment. Let God rewrite your story.
If this episode spoke to you, like, share your comeback story, subscribe, share this with someone who needs hope today. And hey, if you feel cold, message us. We're here for you.
Until next time,
Keep exploring stories, rhythms, and faith.
all in one beat.
This is Pages and Beats.
Dito sa Pages and Beats, the vibe is so real. Where stories meet rhythm, ramdam mo the feel. No cap, ang ganda ng bawat flow. In this space, let your soul just grow. Pages and Beats, we're vibing right now. Sa bawat kwento, it's giving us light. This is Pages and Beats with the daughters of St. Paul.